Wow, if there's someone just watching the C.F.L, watching Winnipeg, watching on very good game tonight, evening. And then we got the big one, Stampeders and the Elks. Used to be the Eskimos, so I will start in about an hour. So, yeah. Good to see everybody. Recap the game from these past 2 days. I'll start with Dallas first. And I know a lot of people talk about CeeDee Lamb um, dropping the ball. I keep saying it. The trade to me was a good trade for both teams. You know, Dallas with two number ones, and they can draft their quarterback. Then they can easily replace um, Carson whenever they're ready to do it. And I like Dallas this year, not to go all the way, but I see Dallas as playoff team. Down to 11 wins. Uh, you know. And for Green Bay, the cool thing about it for the Packers is that Parsons, who I don't know if he's going to play tomorrow with the bad back, but Parsons fits their timeline. See, when you get a player that fits the quarterback or the talented team that they are timeline, which Parson does, it's a perfect fit. And now you look at Green Bay, and they went from a team that no one really cared about except for Kay Adams to now number two behind the Eagles. I'll put them number three now. I'll put them at Tampa now. So you got a big four in the NFC. And this Friday night, we're going to do a show on straight football. I wanted to do it today, but we'll do it on next Friday night. Who would you take? The group of Baker, Hurts, Stafford, and Love, or would you take the fee? Because I'll tell you something. To me, I know the Chargers were very impressive last night. They have to show me more. But I'll tell you, Denver, if they can ever get a running game. I know it sounds crazy, but if they can get a consistent running game, um, they're going to be a tough out in the AFC. See, if they had a flunky coach there, I would never say that. But because you have a Super Bowl champion coach and a quarterback whisperer, that's why I'm so high on the Broncos. And it's going to be very interesting, in my opinion, as the season unfolds. The show started Thursday night. Dallas, Philly, slow second half, but they gave us a good first half. And Dallas had a chance. Dallas is going to kill the Giants next week. And believe it or not, that game has opened up Dallas 2.5 point favorite, which is crazy. I'm jumping all over Dallas Monday morning. All over Dallas. I'm jumping on Monday morning against the Giants. Uh, I think people should leave the Cowboys alone. I keep saying this. What is the obsession with the Dallas Cowboys? I don't see it. To me, they're a good team. They're not a great team, but they're a good team. Could be very explosive offensively, but we're not talking doomsday here. We're not talking the Great Wall of Dallas. Okay, folks. But I'll tell you one thing. Getting Williams as their tailback is going to help them big time. Big, big time. It's going to help. Trust me when I tell you that. going to help them. Philadelphia look lackluster again. But Philadelphia is so good, folks. They can take games off and still win. That's how good they are. And I said that last year. I've never seen a team win a Super Bowl so easily than the Philadelphia Eagles. And Philadelphia took it easy. That's what you do. Raven in the chat room saying nothing but about Dallas 2030. I don't know, man. You may have a whole new situation in Dallas in 2030. I mean, that's 4.5 years. Literally, exactly 5 years from now. I don't know. I can't tell you. But um, Philly's just taking it easy. I mean, next week they're going to be in a hellhole. And I'll say this. I'm gonna segue to the Chiefs. I'm gonna break down all the games tomorrow. Uh, I believe, I said this 4 years ago about the Patriots, and I was right. But the Patriots are on their way back. And I said that um, if Brady walks into Foxborough and wins that game, the window is closed in the Patriots, and I was right. I think next Sunday, and I'm glad this game is at 4:30 because I got Miami and New England as the early game next. That's the only game I'm doing. Uh, I really believe the Eagles walk into Arrowhead and shut them down. They're done. I remember when the Dolphins in 72 opened up Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City with Lynn Dawson. Those guys was making it a big crusade. Miami walked in there and dominated, and the Chiefs never recovered to Patrick Mahomes. Well, really, Marty Schottenheimer got there 18 years later. And Schottenheimer laid down a very, very good foundation for that franchise. Then Vermeer was there. Then they took a couple of dead years, and then they came back with Andy Reid. And the Chiefs, if you look at it since 1989, have been one of the most consistent teams in the NFL. Now they got Super Bowls and a quarterback that backs that up. But I do believe if they lose next Sunday, I mean lose, I'm talking about, let's say 17-3 Eagles. And the Eagles will take that game seriously next Sunday evening in Arrowhead. Then I think the window will shut down on the Chiefs. This group of Chiefs. It will shut down on them, and they'll have to retool and build around Mahomes by getting them some clutch speedster receivers and a real runner. I'm not a fan of Pacheco. He runs too hard, he gets hurt. I don't like that. Kareem Hunt, I like, but it's a shame that what happened to him. He did it to himself. I have not seen the point spread for that game yet. I have not seen the point spread yet. I'll tell you the point spread I did see. And I wasn't going to touch the game next weekend. But I'll tell you, New England, 2.5 points in Miami next week is very tempting. Dolphins are favored at home by 2.5. Love the Dolphins tomorrow. Love them tomorrow. But I'll say this for the Dolphins. They lose tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs, again, the weapons are not there no more. Again, Pacheco. The Chiefs need a young Kareem Hunt, that type of back. They don't have it. They have a power back that, just like I said, runs too hard, gets hurt. I think the Chiefs are about to do some retooling. They got a great defense, though. Hell of it. Now, Herbert picked them apart last night, and you got to give Justin a lot of credit. That's the Justin Herbert everybody's been waiting for, what you saw last night. It's a very good Chief defense. So you can't take that away from them. I don't know where the Chargers are next week. That was a home game for them. I don't know where they'll be next week, but I tell you, Monday, when I come up here on Monday and do a Monday show, um, we'll look at the point spreads. I'm going to jump over it Monday, all over. I'll be all over the spread. And I love, you got Green Bay favored by 3.5 over the Redskins on Thursday night. I don't know about that. And you got Miami 2.5 point favored at home against the Patriots. I don't know about that one either. I will say this about this game, and this is why I'm doing the game. I'm doing the game because this is going to be a big test for Mike McDaniel. Going up against a very good team-orientated coach like Mike Vrabel. And the Patriots are talented, folks. And Drake May's arm talent, wow. I'm not a Drake May fan, believe it. No. But I got to give credit where it's due. Now, the quarterback I do like. Oh, he got him wide open. He does. What a throw for 47 yards and a first down. Beautiful throw. One quarterback I really like, and I really believe that he's going to take the next step is Bo Nix. Him and Penix. I'm telling you guys, if you play fantasy football, you're going to have your draft tonight. Take Penix. I'm telling you. I should have not shown my love and loyalty to Jordan Love. He will not be my starter, but I got Baker as my starter. And in my money league, I believe in my money league, who I got as the backup? C.J. Stroud. And I think I think both quarterbacks will bounce back. Now, in Green Bay tomorrow, let me get you up to date there. Micah Parsons has a bad back. He's a game time decision. Jaden Reed, game time decision. In other words, Love is not going to have may not have his complete arsenal tomorrow. And you're going to see a lot of Nicole Hedman tomorrow. The Lions, they like to bully the Packers now. Since they got Rodgers out. And I left the game alone, and I left that game alone. The game I like a lot tomorrow. Like I said, I like Miami tomorrow. I like the Falcons and Buccaneers over 47.5. I love the Steelers outright tomorrow. Also, Steelers get 2.5. Rodgers revenge. Rodgers is going to come out with fire and brimstone tomorrow. Should be a fun game because both quarterbacks who are starting tomorrow play for the opposing team. So the defenses know their weakness. No, what else do we got? Yeah, I'm going to go Pittsburgh 24-17 over the Jets. I like Miami 37-17 over the Colts. I think Tua will have a big day. I think Tua's have a nice year this year. I do. The two quarterbacks I really like a lot going into this year. Tua in the AFC and I'm going to say Kyler Murray, Bryce Young. I think it's got to bounce back. Speaking of that game, let me get that game out of the way. I'm just thinking on the top of my head. I don't know who wins that game tomorrow, but I will say this. And then I got something to say about the receiver who won the Heisman Trophy. Let you people know about that update. But I think Bryce Young is the better quarterback right now. Now, Travis Hunter, he got him wide open. Mm. Hunter will be a full-time receiver for Jackson. And I can understand why they have to make that quarterback shine. And the one problem about Trevor Lawrence, I did not notice. He doesn't live and die for the game of football, which is shocking to me. Football to him is just a job. So you have that type of quarterback where football is just a job to him. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say. Hey, Cynical, the beautiful Cynical one in the building. Let's say hello to her. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? And if you see Brownie Ellie, tell her I said happy belated birthday. It was her birthday yesterday. I was looking for her online, and she was nowhere to be found. Happy Saturday to everybody. Good to see Cynical. Let's just say me and her friends on IG. And so I'm watching this game closely. There we go. Cynical. I got you, love. Good to see you. Always good to see the beautiful Cynical one. I love you, Zoni. I never met the guy, but one thing we have in common, uh, we're both big collectors of hockey jerseys. And I was telling 305 the other night that it's a good chance that I'll probably got 200 jerseys in my house right now. And I got more in storage, more in my mom's crib. All right, Saskatchewan up 18-13 with 5.5 to go. Stampeders are next. You know, I'm pumped up for that. I got to get all three Stampeder jerseys. But let me get back. Cynical, you stay beautiful, love, okay? Stay beautiful for us nice guys out. What else? I talked about Steelers, Jets. Let me do Miami and the Colts. Folks, I'm doing this on the fly on the top of my head. Oh, before I do that, let me finish off Jacksonville and Carolina. I think Carolina is going to be improved. I don't know about Jacksonville. I really don't. I think once you stink up the joint from being a nut, you're always a nut. That's the way I look at it with the Jaguars. A lot of people think they're going to win 8, 9 games. I don't see it. I think Houston again. I think Stroud bounces back. That defense bounces back. Nick Chubb is down there now. And I think Houston will win 11, 12 games this year. And let's see them go for a chance at a home game in the playoffs. I'm talking about second round home game. Because the division's so easy. They should go 6-0. Um, what else do we got? Uh, I'm trying to think of the top of my head. Denver's playing Tennessee, and I'm going to say take the under in that game because those are top defenses. I'm talking about top 5, 6 defense. Denver is number one in my opinion. Tennessee is a top 3, 4, 5 defense, folks. No joke. No joke when I say that. I think it's going to be a low scoring game, and I think um, the difference will be Drew Lock. And if Denver can get a running game, if RJ can get it going tomorrow, Denver has the potential, folks, to be a juggernaut in the AFC because that defense is second to none. But we'll see. That's why they play the games. But I'm going to take the under Denver and Tennessee. I think the spread is like 40 something, which is crazy with those two teams. Definitely going to take the under in that game. I'm going to get Raven up here. So, what else do we got? Uh, Giants and Redskins tomorrow. I think the Giants, believe it or not, Russ is looking good with the Giants. He got an offensive line, something he's never had in his career. And he has a nice running game with Tracy. Very nice young receivers. That game is going to be close. And I live here in New York. I cannot stand the Giants. I don't like neither team, to be honest with you. And Jaden Daniels, I think the best thing that's happened to that young boy is his mother is always there. And I love his mother because his mother told everyone no women for him, which I think is a tremendous move by mom that makes sure that the boy is focused on winning Super Bowls. Plus, you got Magic Johnson hovering over you. Now, Magic is going to play it off, saying you listen to your mom, but deep inside, you know, mom is making sure that boy he sits between um, every girl he's talking to. And then when Juju Watkins was feeling them at the Laker game, and mom sat in between them, and I couldn't agree with the mother more. But um, the boys shouldn't be fooling around with young girls right now, and especially no old hag groupies. Good thing mom is there. That's what mom is there for. He still takes out the trash, still washing the dishes, and dad is there too. You want to mess with his father? I could tell you right now, two fathers you don't want to mess with. Juju Watkins' dad, who's a professional weight trainer, and Jaden Daniels' father. You don't want to mess with him. So, that game, I'm gonna say Giants covered the 6.5 and down. New England and the Raiders. I love this game. To me, these are the two most improved teams in all of football. I see Pete Carroll getting 7 wins for the Raiders, and New England speaks for itself. Did he intercept for the third time? Let me hear this. He did. Wow. Three. Wow. So Saskatchewan on their way to 10-2. If my team wins tonight, the Stamps, they're going to play in about half an hour, and I'll be watching this game up here while I'm talking to you folks. What a day for this young man. 3 picks. Wow. At the right place at the right time. And Saskatchewan, this is what happens when in our world, this is the Canadian Football League, that would be like going to 5 straight Super Bowls and only winning 1. And you lost 4 in a row. And I think after a while, it gets to you. And I think it's really gotten to the Riders. Gotten to the Blue Bombers. Let's see what happens here. Oh, who else is playing tomorrow? New Orleans and Arizona take the over. 42 and 42 and a half. Take the over in that game. Arizona should win that game. Tampa and Atlanta. This is the game I'm doing tomorrow. You look at the thumbnail. How could you not love a high-scoring shootout between the two conference big dogs? Take the over 47 and a half in that game. Baker and Penix will have monster games. Love Penix. I really do. I'm high on Penix. Who else? Houston and the Rams. The over 43 and a half. All right, Saskatchewan going deep, overthrows the man. They got the punt again. Oh, there's a flag roughing the QB. Okay. All right. I think it's roughing the quarterback. I tell you, the crystal clear quality of the C.F.L. and betting money on the C.F.L. too. It's fun as hell. Who else we got? I said Rams, Houston over. This game I'm doing tomorrow because it's the late game at 4:05, right after the Saints. Right after the Buccaneer game tomorrow. San Francisco and Seattle. The rivalry is back. I love Seattle as one of my sleepers. The other one is Denver in the AFC, Seattle in the NFC. Take the over again, 43 and a half. Take the over. The Niners got a lot to prove. They have a lot to prove. I think things are going easy for them. They're not going to kill themselves, which is a smart thing to do. And with Stafford's health, who the hell knows? Who really the hell knows who can win that division? Who knows? If Stafford stays healthy, the Rams are a Super Bowl team, folks. If he doesn't, then the Rams will be mediocre at best. Plain and simple. As far as the Niners go, again, we don't know. I'll find out tomorrow a little bit because I'll be doing that game tomorrow up here at 4 o'clock. Me and Mr. Miami. Miami will be watching his Dolphins early. I'm doing Tampa Bay. And, who knows? Who else we got tomorrow? I did Pittsburgh and the Jets. I did Miami. I did Tennessee, Denver. Jacksonville, Carolina. I don't know about that one. All right, first down, and the game is definitely over in Winnipeg. So, all I'm going to say, Trying to find. I know the big one. Don't worry, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Bears Monday night against the Vikings. I love the Bears to win outright. I think the Bears going to be good this year. But any dreams of them beating the Packers now, they can forget that. And we'll see Green Bay Thursday night against Jaden Daniels and the Redskins. So we'll see Green Bay week 2, week 4, week 6 against the Bengals, which is going to be a good one in line. That's a late game. We'll see Dallas week 4 against Green Bay and Lambeau South. So we got a pretty good first 10 weeks of football, folks. Miami and Buffalo next Thursday night in 12 days. Can the Dolphins, you see the thumbnail, you see what I'm talking about. Can they finally win against Josh Allen in Orchard Park? We'll find out next Thursday night. Got Dolphins Patriots Sunday up here. Then I'm going to Mom's. My mother was not pleased. She gave me a phone call around 4 in the morning, and she watched the replay of the Chiefs game. She was not happy with the results. So I'll be at Mom's next Sunday for Chiefs and Eagles. And like I said before, Chiefs lose that game, like with Philadelphia just smothering them, which can easily happen. Then Kansas City's going to have to reload and retool. They're done. This chapter of the Chiefs winning 3 Super Bowls, going to 5 out of 6 years in the Super Bowl, that is over. The window will shut at 7:30 Eastern Time next Sunday night. 192 hours from now. Okay. Who else do we got? Damn, I did just about everybody. Oh yeah, let me do the Cincinnati, Cleveland. Who cares? Uh, let's see the Bengals do for Paul Brown what the Cavaliers did for Dan Gilbert this year. Okay, let's see the Bengals come out with fire and brimstone. As the Blue Bomber fans are going home disappointed. Boy, I haven't seen Country Girl Queen in a minute. How you doing, love? Think your Cowboys are fine, sweetie. Don't worry about it. There's this one game. I still got Dallas making the playoffs, getting 11 wins. Okay, Country Girl Queen is in the building. Great to see her. But of course, I said that. Love the Cowboys making the playoffs this year. Cowboys are not bad. They just they just made a move, which I think it will haunt them this year. It won't haunt them once they get his replacement. And I spoke to Raven earlier this calendar year, and I told him you could always get a seed. You could always get a CD Lamb in the draft. You can always replace a Michael Parsons. You cannot replace whoever you pick as your next quarterback, and you're going to pick a quarterback in these next 2 drafts because these are 2 good drafts for quarterback. LSU kids tremendous. So should be a good one. Knowing, and like I said, Cincinnati should win this game. Quarterback situation in Cleveland is a joke. Shador Sanders banished to third string. If I'm the Steelers, I'll go get him. Groom him for the future. Dallas too, by the way. If I'm Dallas, I would take a look at him once Cleveland releases him, and they will release him. What the Browns want to do is Saskatchewan wins the game. What the Browns want to do is see Gabriel how far he can take them this year. It's going to be Dylan Gabriel to replace Joe Flacco sometime this year. And they want to see how far he can take them. If he gets a couple wins, play nice ball control, Cleveland got a Super Bowl defense, believe it or not, then, they won't draft a quarterback next year, but if all right, Saskatchewan wins, shut the Bombers down in the second half. It was 13-6 at halftime. Good win by Saskatchewan. So, I'm trying to think of somebody else. Let's see what time this game starts. Yeah, 7 o'clock. That's one for it. So this game will come on in 5 minutes. All right. Like I was saying, um, we covered all the NFC games. We covered all the AFC games except one. I'm gonna do that one right now. I don't know what to make of tomorrow night. I didn't even touch the game. I'm not even gonna watch the game. Once I'm done tomorrow with the 49ers, I'll give you the post game and I'm going to bed and get ready for Monday night show. And like I told you guys, Monday, I'm gonna be making my picks live like I always do. And I don't know. Just something tells me that it's gonna be some surprising spreads come Monday. I saw one of them. I don't know about Miami and New England. That's a tough. I will say this: Dolphin fans will know all they need to know. Can Mike McDaniel coach a little bit after that? I think McDaniel's an okay coach. I think the problem with him I have with him, he lets the inmates run the asylum, and he shouldn't do that. Uh, Dak Prescott not a leader. Well, I will say it's for Dak Prescott, who I do like, by the way. I liked him at Mississippi State. I saw him play a lot there. Um, I think Dak, when he was younger and he rolled with Ezekiel Elliott, that's when I think he showed his immaturity. The Dak Prescott of now, I think, has been beat up a little bit too much with the injuries, major injuries. And I think that Dallas next draft and the draft after should be looking for his replacement. I still believe the Cowboys, because they're so young and they draft so well, they will always be competitive. But when you always be competitive, what happens? Your team, Miami Dolphins can speak on this, always in the middle. And when you're in the middle, that's where Dallas is right now. They're in the middle. When you're in the middle, you're going to get anywhere between the 18th pick and the 24th pick. That's not good. That's really not good enough, folks. That's not good. That's not good at all. And that's Dallas right now. They'll win 11 games, but as Cowboy fans know all too well, they will lose that playoff game. And then the owner will look stupid as always, which he doesn't mind because he said it himself. The reason why he self promotes the team because he wants the team to stay relevant. Which is a smart thing to do if your team never wins anymore, and they don't. So country girl, she knows, yeah, always does, yeah. And Cowboy fans, and I give them this younger generation of Cowboy fans, they have common sense, believe it. They're not like the Dolphin idiots who think this is a team going to the Super Bowl every year, and this is a team that's a joke. The Dolphin community is the face of this pathetic franchise. At least Dallas is a team that their fans know they're going to let them down. I think a lot of Cowboy fans, like Dolphin fans, never seen them win a damn thing. Now, I've seen the Dolphins win. I've seen, matter of fact, seen both franchises, all their Super Bowls. But I'm not getting any younger, even though I do look great now. Which people will start to see soon. I get a new camera. I'll be showing my face like the good old days every day. Um, I just look at Dallas' situation, and it's like I said about the Dolphins. For the Dolphins, for example, to be good again, to be relevant, you got hit on 5 drafts in a row. Dallas hits on their draft picks. Their problem is the owner and bad coaching hires. Now, I love Mike. I'm a big Mike McCarthy guy. I think Dallas did him wrong. But again, this is a winning business. You have to win. And McCarthy won what 12-5, 3 of his years in Dallas, which is incredible. Again, playoffs. Dak sliding against San Francisco at home. Green Bay destroyed them, and we'll see Jordan Love and Parsons in 3 weeks from tomorrow night. I'll be doing that game. That'll be the only game I'm doing that week. That part, country girl. Um, Queena, not too pleased. Speaking of that, hey, Queena, tell everybody, all the lady moderators, that I said hello. And then Sheep Stay Sleep, DS1 Ross's show, and tell him I said hello. I saw him a couple of weeks ago. He was shocked here in IG, and it was interesting. It's good to see him. And I miss my ladies over there, including yourself. You tell them all, I give them all my love. Give everybody in there my love. Back to this, like I was saying. Um, Cowboys, I think until they get that one player, like a Tutor Jones, a Bob Lilly, that running back that can do both. Dallas is always going to be, like I've been saying, out of the loop. And Cowboy fans don't like that. Queen says she'll give everybody my love. Appreciate DS1 Ross. I came up here one night, gave me half hour of his time when I talked, gave me a nice interview. And I appreciate it. As we're getting ready for the Stampeders. That's right, my Stampeders. They're in Edmonton tonight. Ooh, his own teammate. Heck, dang. So, and last but not least, the Ravens and the Bills. And like I said before, oof, I don't like Buffalo defensively. Matter of fact, I don't like neither team defensively, but I'll give the edge to the Ravens. That's what I'll do on defense. Offense, you want to call it even, and I expect Zay Flowers to have a big year. I think last year had a hangover from that meltdown he had in the AFC Championship game 2 years ago against the Chiefs. I think he'll bounce back, grow up, and have a big, big year for the Ravens. So, who wins this game? I look at it as a toss-up. And I think this game will come down to um, I'm gonna go with the obvious. Does Derrick Henry run the ball like he didn't last year? He better tomorrow night. So that's all the games. And games I'm betting on: Pittsburgh -2.5 against the Jets. Miami a 1.5 underdog against the Colts. Still don't understand that one. So that's your week one. Tomorrow I'll do fantasy updates. I'll do injury report and the odds and the weather. I like and the announcing teams. Matter of fact, let me do the announcing teams right now. Get that out of the way. I'm curious to see who's calling the game tomorrow. Now, since CBS has the doubleheader tomorrow, let's see who's going where. Kevin Holland, Tom Brady, and Kevin Hurt and Burkhardt. They'll do Aaron Andrews. They'll do the Giants and the Commanders. Why they're there, I don't know. So that's what Brady will be. He's in Washington to see Jaden Daniels. Trying to get it for you right now. All right, here you go. The game I'm doing on Sunday, tomorrow, that'll be Tampa Bay, Atlanta. That'll be Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma doing that game. Cleveland and Cincinnati, that's a Fox game. That'll be Kevin Kugler and Moose Johnson. Dolphins and Colts on CBS is the worst announcing team, Andrew Catalon and Charles Davis. Wow, they put Charles Davis down there. Who the hell did he punish? Carolina and Jacksonville, Chris Myers and Mark Sheriff. Raiders and Patriots is a good one. And you got Spiro Ditas and Adam Archuleta. Wow. Arizona, this is another bad crew. Arizona at New Orleans, Tom McCarthy and Ross Tucker. Steelers and Jets, your early doubleheader game, Iron Eagle and J.J. Watt. Tennessee at Denver, Adam Amin and Mark Sanchez. Sanchez is a good color commentator. The game will be at tomorrow, San Francisco and Seattle. That'll be Joe Davis and Greg Olson. And of course, Jim Nance, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson will be in Lambeau for the Lions and the Packers. Joe Buck Trademan, they'll do the game in Chicago. So, and there goes your announcing teams right there. Now, tomorrow night I'll skip it. Josh Allen against Lamar. I really don't care. Monday night I'm up here just talking, recapping the games. Tuesday we'll give out the game balls and the aftermath. 2 years ago, Lamar Jackson had the most game balls. Last year it was Lamar Jackson again who had the most game balls. So since I've been giving out game balls, Lamar Jackson's been killing it. And like I said before, he was robbed of the MVP. I don't know why they robbed him, but they did. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. I'm already missing the damn game. Let me go over here, see what's going on here. All right. All right. Probably got first down. Nichols, Williams, Force. The offense is Mills, Jones, Ryan, Philpott, Brooks, and Vaughn. Alfred still out, huh? Wow. I tell you, Stampeder team early, just getting started. Eskimos, Barlow, Brinkman, Johnson, and Taylor up front. Dobelenko, Morganson, and Johns is the linebacker. In the secondary is Ross, Jackson, Nietzsche, Williams, and Ford. Ford's a good player. Straight up. Right? First down for Cowboys at the 43. That was only just 3 yards. This game just getting started in Edmonton. Field today in Edmonton. It was 66 degrees in Edmonton. 90. I'll be back on tomorrow, of course, to do the play-by-play of Tampa, Atlanta, against Seattle, and San Francisco Monday night. Yeah, he was good. So Calgary will have first and goal at the 5. Me and everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening. You too, love. I love you. Hey, get up here. Dusty is here. We'll talk a little bit. It's good to have my man up here. Pull up, bro. I got you. So Dusty will be here in a minute. Me and him will chill. Talk about that. I gave my opinions of the game. I think Patriots and Raiders are the two most improved teams in the league. Mhm. Touchdown, Stampeders still packed. So Stampeders go 80 yards and a touchdown. Calgary up 7-0 already. Let's see if Dusty's up here yet. Yo, get up here. Say he's coming back later. All right, they took the touchdown back. So all right, 3-0 Calgary. All right, get him up here. Tell you, betting on the C.F.L. and watching, when your team is the worst team in the league, and then you watch them this year from the beginning, and they shock you by being technically the best team in the league because they beat the team that's ahead of them 3 times. It's going to be a fun, uh, fun, uh, going down the stretch in CFL, and of course it's going to be a fun NFL season. That's why we, we play fantasy football. I don't kill myself for it like some people. I did the NFL. Love the Dolphins. So Edmonton, Ivy, Forte, Beard, McKellar, and Boyko with their offensive line. Their playmakers are Rankin, Victor, Gittins, Smith, Julian Grant, and Hallett. Was caught the first two passes for the second and 8. So, and again, like I said about the Chiefs, um, I don't know if they're looking good for Kansas City. Let's see what happens second and 13. All right. Who your MVP this year, coach? I'm gonna I'm gonna go. If I had to pick an MVP this year, ooh, wow. I mean Lamar. I'm not taking Josh Allen, and I like Josh, so I'm not touching Josh. So I don't know. See, the NFL sports is funny because the media dictates who should win this, who should win that, and to me, that's not fair. I think what you should do is like what they do in baseball. Let the best player get the award. Now, the catcher from the Mariners, he's fallen off a little bit, but he still got 51 home runs. Would I give it to him? No, because the Mariners are fading. Will I give it to Judge in the American League? But the Tigers don't really have anybody. Vlad is not having the year that you would expect him with all that money he got. Trevor Story, yeah. Red Sox make it as a wild card. You could say Trevor Story. So I'll go. So you got Story, Bo Bichette, Judge. You gotta look at one of those three. Believe it or not, you have to. Because Houston really don't have anyone. Seattle's falling off, so the catcher is not going to get it. I will go Bo, Trevor, Judge, MVP. One of those three is going to get it. And the NL, how could you not give it to Otani again? Just saying. Let's get back. Hockey training camp opens next week, so the Icemen will be back on the ice next week. All right, big play. The first and goal Stampeders at their own 5. Who will be heroes tomorrow? I got two tomorrow, 3 touchdowns. Dolphins win by 20. Edmonton has an injured player on the field. And two will be a hero tomorrow. Aaron Rodgers will be a hero tomorrow. And the field goal kicker. between the Falcons and Buccaneers will be a hero. So I got Tua, Aaron Rodgers, and the winning kicker, Atlanta Tampa. Can't wait to do that game tomorrow. That's our doubleheader up here. Tampa and Atlanta, San Francisco, Seattle. And I'll have the Packers lines behind me tomorrow. Right, 10-3 Stampeders. It'll be a fun NFL tomorrow. I'm going to go watch this game. Thank you to the guys in the cloud. Thank you to Country Girl Cleaner, Dusty, and Reagan Knight. I'll see you here tomorrow, 12:20 Eastern Time for the pregame show. And if you've never seen a pregame show that I do, come in here tomorrow and give me point spread like I got below. Fantasy report, weather, announcements for the game, and the point spread. So, I want to thank everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon, 12:20 Eastern Time. Good night from the Warriors. Thank you for coming in.